All right, so we are here post-Fed interest rate decision. They held everything steady. Nothing to see here, but they did actually talk about heightened uncertainty about the economy, which is not good for risk on assets, man. Let's be real. I mean, pretty much everything kind of got hit. Like, to be honest with you, like most things got hit. If I'm looking here, gold went down, right? Crypto's going down as we speak right now. And, you know, it just is what it is. And everything's getting hammered right now. I bet you if I go to the SPX, let's look at the SPX. SPX actually is up over the past hour, which is kind of wild. That's odd. So in any case, I gave out a short trade earlier today inside of the NORDIC Alpha private VIP trading room that you would already be on the money or in the money on. And it's hit perfectly. And with that being said, we're going to talk about where does Bitcoin get bullish, right? Because we have broken market structure. So I'm going to show you, first off, why I think the Bitcoin overall, from an overarching perspective, as it sits right now, is bullish, but short-term bearish, right? And where are the catch points in Bitcoin? Because that's where you're going to want to understand to get into your trades to then go long. Why would you long here? Why would you long here at the highs, right? Just saying. I'm going to go through the analysis. If you're here, it's because you want those high-level insights. One thing I can assure you, inside of our private VIP trading room, we give you those high-level insights on every single market, every single day, right? Monday through Friday, I hit equities, right? The S&P. I hit gold every single day, and I hit crypto every single day. I have a secondary pro trader in there named the Boss, BOS, Break of Structure. He hits Forex, altcoins, crypto, and metals as well. He also talks about equities. So in any case, whatever you want, we have it in there. It's the first link in the description. Do whatever you want to do, man. If anybody's got any TA that they want me to do, drop it in the comments section now. Obviously, if you're here, smash the like button on the video. This is one thing that I ask of people. Hit subscribe. Boom, baby. Bang on that notification bell. Let's get into the charts. It's getting crazy. It's getting wild. Give me some turbulent times, probably. So let me pull this up. My handy dandy transition, baby. Let's get it. Okay. So we're still inside of a cup and handle, man. Let me zoom in. Okay, so does that look like a little cup and handy to you? That's on the daily chart, by the way. It's on the daily. We did get a rejection from it, okay? So what I was talking about in the VIP trading room, as you can see right here, right? Let's go down here. Bing, bang, bing, bang. Where's that? Yeah, crypto TA. So right here, I gave out this trade. Shortable level, 96.6K. If we go above 98, it's going to be a massive, massive candle because we've got $400 million in liquidated shorts if we hit there. I'm favoring downside due to the FOMC meeting and the fact that we're riding that point of control like the town bicycle, right? Which is the point of control is right here, okay? So essentially what I was saying, let me pull all this off. It's cup and handle, okay? So essentially what I was saying is, look, if we fall below this point of control and then we bearishly backtest it, this is where you want to short, right? So we are in a short right now. Actually, I'm in a short right now. We in a short right damn now. Right damn now. We put our money where our mouth is. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see this or not. Can you? I don't know. In any case, my short's up like $200. I don't know, man. Super tight stop on it. This thing's like a 20x risk to reward if we ride it down to where I think it could be going. Man, you got a fair value gap. You got a fair value gap right here, 95K. All right? It's on the hourly chart. You got a fair value gap right here. It's a pretty good bounce point. Now, in any case, you ride it down to these lows. You're looking real nice. You're looking real nice. Another reason why I took this trade, okay? Where's a 15-minute chart? So this right here was looking a little head and shoulders-y to me, okay? It's not the perfect one. It's not the best one. It's not the best one in the world. But, you know, this was looking a little head and shoulders-y to me. Bang, right? Look at that. Confirmed breakdown, back test of the POC. Bang, 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 bang. Let's see if it plays out. If it does play out, where could it go? We're about to find out. Ooh! 95.5, just like I was talking about, to the 200 moving average on the 15-minute chart, baby boy or baby girl. You know, we don't discriminate on this channel. We love everybody, non-binary people alike, aliens. You know, I don't know if you're like a warthog or something. I don't know how many warthogs watch this channel, but you know, we like everybody. We want everybody in the group, man. We love y'all. So with that being said, you know, called this out earlier. If you took it, you'd be in $200 profit with me right now. I share stuff, man. I like to share with my community. Okay. This costs you like 90 cents a day. 90 cents could have made you 200 bucks. That's all I'm saying. That's it. 90 cents, man. 29 bucks a month for this, all of these. Dude, I'm telling you, if you're not in here, I have absolutely no idea what in the actual F you are doing, because we're taking trades, man. We're taking trades. We're getting it. And it is what it is. So in any case, that's the 1 hour. No, that's a 15-minute. My bad. 15-minute head and shoulders. Let's get some comments in the comments section. Even if they're negative, even if they're like, Drew, I hate you. You look stupid. You have dumb hair. You look like a velociraptor, like you were the star of the new Jurassic Park movie. And your name is not actually Drew, but it rhymes with Drew. And it's Blue from the new Jurassic Park movie because you look like a velociraptor. I don't care what you comment. Just comment. Show me some support. Show me that you're here. In any case, this is my really awesome, really high level. If you guys didn't know, I'm an artist as well. I like to draw stuff. I do a really good job at it. As you can see, I'm very, very proficient at drawing. Okay. It does not look like children drew on this chart. It does not look like chicken scratch at all. It's very good drawing. And I hope you enjoy it. Okay. So essentially, when I was filming this video earlier today, right now, this video, right here. Ooh, look at that introduction. Look at the intro of that thingy. Ooh, that's the NORDIC Alpha. So anyways, I was filming this video. I was doing, as you can see, there's my chicken scratch. There's my chicken scratch right there. I BS you not. I do not get paid to BS. I get paid to do TA. Okay, I don't BS, I TA. All joking aside. I basically was filming this video earlier. I said, look, I'm thinking we're going down from here. We got topping tail right here. You know, it is what it is, man. You had falling volume all the way up, right? Volume fell off even further, and then bang, 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 right? So volume fell off. Then you got your candles. Okay. We're not going to do candlesticks 101. I'll just, we're going to give you the high level overview. Okay. Because if you want the real deal Holyfield, you want to get in the ring and start swinging, get in the NORDIC Alpha trading community, man. I'm only giving so much out for free anymore. It's crazy. I 8x people's accounts in 2025 so far. So if you want to keep 8xing your account, get in there. Basically said, look, we fall below this point of control and we take out this low right here, which guess what we did? As I said, beep, we take out this low right here, which what do we do on this candle? We took out that low. Barely. Where's my media assets? I need Donna up in here.
Barely.
We barely took it out, right? With this wick and this wick took both of them out. Took this one out right there, took this one out right here, right? And then bang. Right, I said, then we come back up, we bearishly retest this thing, boom, you enter short, bang. Who wants what, right? Who wants what? So that's what I did. That's what I did, and that's why I'm up, what, $200? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I went, don't shoot the messenger, man. I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You want to join the community, or you want to, keep getting, you want to keep missing out on trades, man? I'm going to keep missing out on these trades, man. Let me show you. Let me show you. Ooh, wee. That's a nice little tree fitty, 350, right? I only put $2,400 on this trade, by the way. Very simple trade, $350 in not a lot of time. Not a lot of time. So if you're in the community and you're taking the trades with me, you're probably having a good time, probably dancing and stuff. But if you're not,
like, I'm feeling a little irked, or at least like irked adjacent, and then these guys bring in their bad vibes, bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
probably straight up not having a good time, bro. So in any case, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We come down here to these swing lows, right? As you can see, this is some pretty decent little support here, man. This is a nice little demand zone. As you can see, it's a pivot point. I love it. Blah! Look at this thing. All right. So pull it from the highs, baby. Pull it from the highs right here. Wherever you kind of came up here, bang. Right? Does that look like a pivot point to you? You got caught up on it, right? You got caught up, couldn't get above it, got above it. You know, couldn't hold it, couldn't hold it, couldn't hold it. Finally got above it, right? That's a hell of a pivot point, man. This thing was fighting. Back tested it, support. Help me, Tom Cruise. Support, right? Double top. Swing failure pattern. Damn. Getting killed. We're getting murdered, right? So you got your high here, right? You swing failure pattern to that high, as you can see. And then guess what happened? You tried to come down, hold the POC, and then regain this high, come up here, take out these $400 million worth of shorts that we get liquidated at $98,000. But guess what? These guys, you can tell, they don't want to get liquidated. How can we tell? Look at all that volume there. Look at all the volume. Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. Not that hard to see, brother. You know? So in any case, you had two swing failure patterns. You swing failed right here. You came down, and then you swing failed the swing failure. Crazy. So all signs were pointing to down is my point. And I told everybody about this before it happened. And now, here we are. There you go. And that's that right now. All right. So where am I targeting? Well, first and foremost, we're targeting these lows. Okay. Because this is no man's land. Very first place that you're targeting is right here. This range right now. Right? Why? Because that's where the fair value gap on the 1 hour chart is, first and foremost. Secondarily, right? Secondarily, you've got the 50, the 100, and the 200 moving average on the hourly chart right in there, right? What's the 50? What's the 100? What's the 200 moving average, right? I'm Donna Goodo, and
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
I can't see. Drew, put on your glasses, man. Show me something. All right, this is the 50 moving average. The blue line right there. Blue line. Red is the 100 moving average. Green, 200. The 200 moving average is the green line. I know these are blue. We got them blue face hundreds. It's the green line, okay? In any case, all your moving averages are there. These are what are called dynamic support and resistance lines. All joking aside, all theatrics aside, these are dynamic supports and resistances. Moving averages. Simple moving averages, nothing crazy, not exponential moving average, not, moon rock, Saturn rings moving averages, nothing crazy. Simple moving averages, okay? SMAs. You got support there on the 1 hour chart. Let me take my glasses off. You got your support, okay? Very simple, very easy. Very mindful, very demure, okay? This is going to be a key range. You watch what happens down here and you react. Maybe you close your short. I don't know. Maybe you're not even in a short because you're not in the Nordic Alpha community and you don't even pay attention to Drew, even though he's a verified pro trader, literally documented, verified pro trader. Maybe you're like, this dude looks like a velociraptor. He's an idiot. I don't want to pay attention to him, even though he's a verified pro trader, guaranteed, whatever. I don't know. Maybe you're not in the community. Maybe you didn't do that. Maybe you didn't catch a short. It is what it is. Watch for a reaction down here, man. That's all I can say. First target, bang, right there. Lows, right? Obviously, we want to see what the reaction is here. First target, bang, right there. Second target, obviously, right down here, right? Why down here? Why down here, Drew? Oh, I'll show you. My bad. I got my fibs all messed up. Where's my real fib? Where's my fib, man? Come on, man. I didn't label any of them because I was doing it too fast. Is it this one? Hey. I promise there's a level down here. I just have so many things on my charts. As you can see, let me move out of the way. I got so many things over here. I don't know what to tell you. All right. In any case, if you look right over here, what does this look like to you? Well, first off, there's a fair value gap at $92,000 right here, right? This is where it ends. This is about 91.5, right? Then you've got a fair value gap right here at about $89,000. Where's our take profit? Our second take profit, just above that, about 90K, 90, 95K, something like that. And in any case, let me go ahead and I'll just show you the fibs. Let's see if we can start labeling some stuff. We're going to label some stuff real quick. I don't like not having labeled stuff. We're going to use everybody take it easy. We're going to label this stuff real quick. All right, so what's this fib? Where's my fib at that I got on? Okay, that one's labeled. All-time high to swing low. That one's labeled. Good job, Drew. You labeled one Fibonacci. Way to go. Is this one labeled? Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. Why would it be labeled? Why on earth would it be labeled? Okay, this is swing low. This is ultimate low to swing high, okay? So UL to swing high. Bang, right? Oh, I know what it is. It's the bottom end of the trend channel on the cup and handy, baby. And it's where you would then intersect that. That's what it is. My bad. I don't even need to do all this. But we're still going to label another Fibonacci. Just because. Okay? I don't even like this one anymore. Don't care. Right? Don't care. We'll delete that one. This is the same fib. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? And as you can see, the 0.382 rejection. You got the 0.236. Dude, I think we're going to 89. I seriously do think that we're going to go to 89, like before we go and get a meaningful move up. And here's my point, okay? And you guys can say whatever you want in the comments section. We've got one person that has commented thus far. Thank you, Willie Mitchell. Thank you, Willie Mitchell, for commenting. We don't even have anyone in here making fun of me. At least the other day I had some dude in here making fun of me, saying I was a dork or something. Hated my hair. I don't remember. But at least he was in here. You know, he's cutting up. He was having fun. And, yeah, let's get somebody like that. I don't pump the algorithm, baby. Trend-based fib. Let's get that off there. Let's get that off of there. All right. Let's see. He said, bang. Yeah, he said, dude, just do you. Just do it. Just do it. He said, you do you, baby. All right, let's cook it then. Let's cook it. All right, so here's my thesis, right? We've got our, whatever it's called. Let me get the cup and handle off of here. We have our, we'll call it a range, right? It is a fixed range volume profile that I've pulled from when we went parabolic all the way up until today, okay? And I'm talking, this was a long time ago. I'll show you how big this range is, right? So this range is from where we went parabolic all the way over here, right? When we were just smashing, basically when we hit it, started breaking the previous all-time high, right? And then you pull it all the way over to here, right? And it gives you your range. And as you can see, we are rejecting yet again off of that point of control, okay? So usually what happens here is you come back down if you get a rejection and you fill the rest of the range. Now, if you gain the point of control, you jump up to the top of the range, which is called the value area high. If you keep rejecting here like you are, and you break through this support right here at about 93.6, okay, it's downside. And honestly, you can say, you know, honestly, I mean, $92,000 is kind of like your ultimate line in the sand, right? But you do have a double top here, right? And this is on the daily chart. You have a double top, and if you close this candle under here, you got a secondary top, right? So you've got a double top, bang, 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 boom, right? Breakdown. Okay, so that's textbook double top. Whoops, that thing just went crazy. Textbook double top, could be downside from here all the way to, you know, $89,000 first and foremost. Obviously, that is where this fair value gap fill is right there on the daily chart. And then secondarily, all the way down here to like this kind of like demand zone. And the value area low. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. That's essentially what I'm looking at right now on Bitcoin. I think we're going to get a short-term pullback, bang, to then go up, right? Dr. Philgood's here. Appreciate you. Said he's late. We forgive you, man. I think I was late. I'm pretty sure I was late. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. So let's check out what is going on with Willie Mitchell's ENA, and then we'll get back into Bitcoin here in just a second. You're talking about the crypto, right? Woo! Where's my media asset for this?
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white vans. Spicy, man.
Spicy, man. So this is like a double rug pull. This is like a double rug pull. They were like, yo, let's get to the moon, bro. And then blick up, blow, right? And they were like, let's extract all the liquidity. And then they were like, oh, guys, I forgot. We're so awesome. This is the best project in the world. And somehow they found a bunch of new buyers down here. And they were like, to the moon, bro, to the moon. And then they were like, just kidding, blick. It's like a double, stiletto pattern, right? And what's a stiletto? It is a, keep your mind out of the gutter. It's a heel. It's a heel, okay? Stiletto, as you can see, bam. You got two shoes, man. It's the dreaded two shoes, right? Two shoes brought to you by Two Drews. Two Drews showing you the two shoes. All right. Honestly, bro, I mean, let's get into the, this thing is wrecked. But here's your supports. I mean, you're hitting it essentially right now. You got your support right here at about 19 and a half cents, right? You do have this. You're kind of double bottoming here, man. But, you know, if Bitcoin falls and you lose this level, you're probably going to come to about 19 and a half because you have no support through here, right? You have no support through here. So you're probably going to come to 19 and a half. If you're a betting man, if you're feeling lucky, you know, as they say, if you're feeling froggy, then leap, right? So if you're feeling lucky, this is what you could do. I'm not saying what you should do, but I'm saying here's what you could do. That's 10.5x risk to reward there, my friend. So if you hit this level at about 26.50-ish, no, my bad, 25 cents-ish, somewhere there, you could long it. You could put your stop loss very, very tight. I'm talking like stop loss right here, dude, right here, you know, under this little swing low. It's not a swing low, but it's kind of where you started going parabolic, right? You broke out from this swing high. That's where you broke it, right? So you put your stop loss under there. Blood out. I mean, it's arguable. It is arguable. It is arguable that you could enter here. 25.7, something like that. 25.7. I would set, you'd have to set the stop loss a little bit less Awesome, right? A little bit looser. And then you target these swing highs. Yeah, you got a 5x risk to reward on that. I mean, that's like more like kind of like a swing trade. But if you get under this, you got to short it, bro. If you get under here, whoa, that's a massive short. What is going on? There we go. So this is where you would want to short, essentially. And then if you get below this, dude, it's kind of all she wrote. I don't even know what ENA is. But in any case, it'd be like, you know, like the bells tolling from the Undertaker back in the day. Like, basically this thing's dead, you know, once you get under that. So, I mean, there's a potential longing opportunity. And what we can do also... pull the fib from the high to the low. And I don't want to get you excited, but it could give you a 3x potential, almost 4x potential, taking you up to about 91 cents. I would say if you get a bull run, that's probably where you go. 91 cents. You got to have an altcoin bull run. Say that's where you go. See what anybody else got. Yeah, no problem, bro. That's what I'm here for, right? That's what we're here for. Bang. Let's go back to BTC. What is going on? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. My bad. Some of that Bitcoin, brother. That Bitcoin, man. If you're here for the Gary Cardone impressions, bro, you're in the right place, son. Oops. I think my short's going against me. Oh, yeah, it's trying to regain that point of control, baby. Is Bitcoin going to get there? Is Bitcoin going to get there? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's see what happens. Where's my point of control? Ooh, that last 15-minute candle or last hourly candle had a nice little green. This is, yeah, this is a hell of a hammer candle, man. It's a hell of a hammer candle. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But like I said, came right down into that. Came right down, front ran all those moving averages, dude. This is why sometimes it sucks to stream. Because whenever I start looking at other stuff like gold or just whatever it may be, I take my eyes off of the chart that I'm actually trading. And where I could have taken profit down here once I hit this swing low, bang, bang, I didn't do it. At least I don't think it did. Because my take profits down here, baby. All right, so let's look at the 15-minute chart. Let's see what's going on. Actually, I want to see. Yeah, so here's the other thing. RSI is now trending down. It had a really upward sloping kind of channel that it was trading in, and then it broke down outside of it, and now it's kind of trending downwards. Okay, so let's see what the Stokes are doing. The Stokes, dude. The Stokes, bruh. Yeah, I mean... yeah, there's nothing there. I was going to say there might be a bullish divvy from the Stokes, but there is not. There's no bullish divvy. Ooh, you got the clip on the momentum going downwards. Got money flow crossing into the red. You have your VWAP that has gone down, keeps going down. Yeah, I mean, like this, all signs point to downside right now. Let's check out the 15-minute. RSI still trending downwards. Has not bottomed out. Stochastics trying to get up, but unfortunately what's happening is this. You got a downward sloping setting lower highs, right? And you're setting, technically you're setting higher lows, which is fine. You know, nothing really to see on the Stokes right now. Money flow has come out. It's in the red. You've got momentum down here. Yeah, I mean, All signs pointing to downside for now. Okay. So yeah, in any case, I mean, it is what it is. Let's look and see if the 5 minutes giving us any, motivation. Let me pull these little thingies off of here, these little brush strokes. And then I can pull my short position off of here. Let's keep our horizontal ray on here. Whoops, that is not what we want. Yeah, I mean, you're getting a textbook rejection from the moving averages here. You just lost all the moving averages, got a death cross. Let's pull this up. Yeah, I mean, death cross right here. If you don't know what a death cross is, I'll tell you. Death cross, and then you're about to get another death cross. You're rejecting from the moving average. You tried to regain it. You wicked through it. You're moving, bang, right? So usually when you see this start to roll over on these lower time frame charts, yeah, see immediate rejection. You really need to regain this and get it back above it. How long have we been under it? A little while, right? So as you can see in a strong uptrend, you get way outside of it, right? And then you get under it a little bit, and then you capitulate up. Now you're heading back downwards. I mean, honestly, if you just look at the 1 minute chart, it's looking like downside, right? So why? Like that. See what I mean? Looking like downside, right? So that's just, I mean, and you could argue that that's just a ridiculously massive bull flag, right? Is that a ridiculously massive bull flag? I don't know. You tell me, Batman. You know, is that a ridiculously massive bull flag, Batman? I don't think it is. That's just my opinion. Bull flags don't get that massive. They don't go for that long, man. Not on a 1 minute chart. But, you know, for the sake of hopefully painting a bullish case scenario, right? What about the 5 minute chart, Drew? Open your eyes, man. Be open-minded, dude. Be open-minded, bro. We want to go to 100K, okay? So let's be open-minded, man. Let's go to the 15-minute chart where you know we can bias ourselves and say, like, let's just play into our own narrative here and say, you know, here's our bull flag, man. Again, still a massive, way too long of a flag on the bull flag. Let's go to 30-minute. Again, way too big. Hour chart, maybe, but that's a pretty darn decent sized bull flag there. Like, really, you're probably looking at this as more like the bull flag on the 1 hour chart. That's your flag. Yeah, I mean, you lose 96.2, you know, it's not looking too hot. And then again, you lose the 95. Call it 95.3. It's downside for Bitcoin. So what do I mean by that? Well, here's your moving averages right here. Let's look at the 4 hour chart. Let's see if there's any confluence on the 4 hour chart. Yep, 95.5 right here is the 50 moving average. And then you've got the 21, which is this pink one. If you lose that, probably going to come down here to about 94.3 to about 93.6 to test these previous lows and see if you can bounce from this kind of little pivot point support, right? We'll see what happens. I'm not super bullish on Bitcoin right at this second. I mean, from a macro perspective, overarching, absolutely, man. We should be absolutely bullish on Bitcoin. And if you want to know why, I'll show you. Just, this is like going to be super high level, so just pay attention, right? So we came through here. That was our previous all-time high. We smashed through it. We hit a new all-time high. Then we set a low here, right? Then we set a new high, a higher high. And then guess what we set? A higher low, right? But then we swung up and we got a lower high. And then we got a lower low, right? And then guess what? Another lower high, another lower low. So you had a higher high, a higher low, and then another higher high, or a higher low, sorry. Then lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Again, another lower high, another lower low. Whoops, that was the wrong connector. But then guess what happened? You got a higher high, which is great. So anything literally above, and I've been saying this for a while, anything above like $75,000 is still a higher low, man. And you're breaking market structure to the upside. And I know that you wish that you had drawing skills like me, okay? And that they are probably Guinness Book of World Record-esque, right? But I can't teach you how to be as good of a drawer as I am. But I can for sure teach you how to do TA and read market structure and make, gains in the process. So, with that being said, you also have an upward sloping trend channel here, right? And so you come here to the 94, call it $95,000 range, and we'll just draw it. I'll draw it for you. I don't care. Probably something along those lines, I would say. Where's that touch point? Yeah, right there. So these don't break up usually. These tend to break down. Why? Because if you just, if you just go up inside of this channel forever, price goes to infinity, which I'm sure a lot of people would love to see on Bitcoin, but it's just not how the world works, right? And same reason that downward sloping trend channels tend to break up. It's because if you just keep going down forever and you follow that trend channel, it goes to, guess what? $0 hairs, okay? And it's not likely that Bitcoin's going to $0 hairs anytime soon. So anyways, in any case, my point is, you get down here about $94,000, you start breaking that level, you're probably going to come down here and break this level. Bearishly backtested, you're probably going to come down here to at least the 200 moving average. And you've got the 21. 21 SMA is an absolute magnet. By the time you get here, the 21 might already be there. That's all I'm saying. Now, we didn't get the massive move that I think a lot of people thought we were going to get from the FOMC meeting, neither up nor down, which is good. But it's because we kind of all already knew what the FOMC meeting was going to have in store. Now, for this, okay, this is a topping tail. If we print another topping tail here where, we close this candle here, basically anywhere below 96.3 is going to be a topping tail candle for the most part, right? See, what's the high? 97.7. What's the low? 95.8. So call it $2,000. Yeah, you close below 96.3 on this candle, it's another topping tail candle. Wait, what's the high or what's the open? 96.8. Yeah, it's almost exactly. Yeah, this would be a second topping tail, would be pointing towards downside. What just happened? Bearish divergence. Wait, was that a higher high? No, it was not. Okay, so it's not a higher high. No bearish divergence. Just kidding. Just kidding. No bearish divergence. Don't freak out, But in any case, this is calling your name. This is calling price action's name right here. This fair value gap. It's saying, please come to me and take all of the liquidity that is here, right? Take all this liquidity in this range. There's far less liquidity up here. Than there is down here, most likely. Right? So, in any case, where do we start thinking about longs? Well, right here. You get above $98,000 at about 98.1 is where you're going to see, and I promise you this is going to happen if you hit 98 right now. This is just for now. This is not forever. If you hit 98 now, you're going to see a massive pump. Okay? And the reason is because there's $4 million. Sorry. Pause. $400 million in liquidity up there in terms of shorts. So you will see a short squeeze of short squeezes to the most epic of proportions. Okay. if we hit the $98,000 level. So be that as it is, watch the $98,000 level. And if you want to know about this stuff in advance and you don't want to have to worry about me showing up 15 minutes late for a friggin' stream, because streaming don't pay the bills. Hate to break it to anybody. I get paid nothing to stream. I do this for free all day, every day that I stream. I do this for free, right? This, I am beholden to this. I post in here every day, no matter what, because these people are saying, hey, Drew, I value your insights. I 100% want you to be in here telling me the levels on all these different whatevers, markets, every single day. And I'm willing to pay you like 95 cents a day to do that. So if you want to know these things ahead of time, right? So you could have caught this trade that would have made you $350 in like no time. Get into that Discord, man. It's first link in the description. We will see what happens at these, give me 1 second. We will see what happens at the 95.6 level. We have yet to test it, okay? We bounced from this kind of like little support right here. Do we continue that bounce? I don't think so. We're getting a rejection from the point of control. This candle closes in, 45 seconds. It's going to close. It's going to confirm under the point of control. This is about to confirm. And, that's that. It's looking like a little bit of downside. But my point is if you can reconfirm above this point of control, get above the 96.9, get about $97,000. That's where you can start to think about maybe potentially being bullish. But again, is that just going to be a fake out for another bang, swing failure pattern, and then bang, swing failure pattern, and then bang, third swing failure pattern, big dump, right? Down to 94.4, something like that. I mean, it very likely could be. So we'll have to see what happens with these candles. But in any case, if you want the high level insights, if you want to be updated every single day, you don't want to be beholden to, is Drew going to stream today or is he going to have a sick child so he can't stream? That's where I do it, man. So much love to everybody. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Hopefully I see you inside of the Nordic Alpha community. Again, I can't speak enough. People are in there making gains. People are in there learning real things from real verified pro traders. I appreciate you all. I'll give you the gold updates in there. I'll give you the Bitcoin updates. I'll give you the S&P trades. And, that's that. So I will see you all soon. I appreciate you so much. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.